and welcome to Stylist Excel, where basic stylists are propelled to excellence. My name is Roselee Mathu, and I'm the owner of Roselee's Natural Hair Care, and I'm a master trainer for the Sisterlocks hair care system. Today's topic is, can I ask a question? My business specializes in Sisterlocks and natural hair. I find that natural hair clients spend a lot of time on YouTube or on social media to get the information that they are looking for prior to coming to the salon. Sisterlocks is a relationship business, and so we encourage a consultation, a very thorough one, in order to get to know the clients and allow them to ask any questions that they may have. This may be different from other natural hair services where you just come in and you say you want something and then you sit down and get it done. And if you ask any questions, they may not be welcome because the person who feels that they're doing their hair, they feel like they know what's best. Clients must be allowed to ask questions, and even if they don't, you as the stylist must facilitate an environment that encourages them to do so if they desire. There are two types of clients on either extreme, and I'm sure there are plenty in between, but the two extremes that I want to talk about are the very detailed client who will come to a consultation with a piece of paper, double-spaced questions, front and back. And then there's the timid client who hardly knows where to start with whatever questions that they have, and if they do, they're afraid to ask them. Starting with the detail-oriented client, if you're not careful, they can make you look like you don't know what you're doing based on the level of detail that they require. And I'm speaking mostly about Sisterlocks as that is my area of experience. Sisterlocks is a trademarked hair care system, and there are certain details that are privy to the stylist but not to the client. But it's also possible to explain to the client what is happening with their hair, what they need to be aware of, without divulging the details of what the stylist needs to know. I equate it to the language that doctors use among themselves as opposed to the language that doctors use with their patients. It is possible to be intimidated by a client who walks in with a notebook full of questions and is ready to write down each and every answer that you give them. If you're confident in your subject matter, then this will not be a problem. Becoming confident in your subject matter has to do with continual practice and continuing education. It is beneficial for you to be able to explain to the client what they need to know in order to get the best out of their hair. Be professional when you answer the client's questions. Be confident about the information that you're giving, and don't give erroneous information. If you're not sure about the answer to a particular question, it is appropriate to say, you know what? Let me get back to you about that. I need to look that up. I need to check with someone about that. When you confidently answer the client's questions and you don't shy away from any questions, you don't give any attitude towards what question is being asked, why are you asking that question, type of body language, then you will have a very pleased client who will be confident in your ability to do your work. On the other hand, there is that timid client who doesn't know where to begin with the questions that they might need answered but don't know how to ask. For this client, you want to build a rapport with them to create a comfortable environment that lets them know that whatever it is that they have to say is welcome. You want to let them know that the service is all about them, and in order to do the best for them, you need to know what their concerns are. Especially during a consultation, itemizing what's going to happen during the service, or itemizing that first we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, will encourage the clients to ask questions in between there, and that's how you can start the ball rolling. Be conversational with the client so that as you're talking, some things may come up that they might say, oh, and I was always wondering about such and such. The bottom line for the timid client is to create that environment that says that all questions are welcome, no question is too big, too small, too stupid, and that you're here for them. As we discussed earlier with the client who comes with several questions, this is an opportunity for you to display your confidence, to educate the client, and to minimize any concerns that they have about what's about to be done with their hair.